Morning, students. Today we are discussing about the new social and political groups. The period of Indian history between 700 AD to 1750 AD brought a lot of changes in human relationship, technology, food habits, culture, etc. So our period of study is up this 1000 years. So let us see some of the technological inventions or technological changes that have come to the Indian society. One of the important technology is the Persian wheel in irrigation. You can see the image of that. You can see a person has to use the lever and rotate, and the water would be brought up, and that water would be taken for irrigation purpose. So this is known as Persian wheel. In the modern period, we know we just go and press the button, and the button would make the motor to function, and water would be pumped wherever we want. But here there's a lever, the person is sitting here in this, he will be rotating the wheel, handle will be there, and this water will be taken in this, and it will be poured into this area. Here the water will be poured, and that water is taken from there, and it goes like this, and it is going to the agriculture field. See this way. See how this water is taken. There will be a person who is standing there, or somebody can handle it and rotate it. The lever should be rotated. Some places you may see the bullocks or oxen are rotating the wheel. Whichever method, the water is brought up. That is the advantage of Persian wheel. There are so many styles of using the Persian wheel. I have not copied much, there are different. You can go to internet and find out using the Persian wheels in different methods. So this was a technological change that has come up from other countries to India. We can see some other changes. It is invented in India or utilized in India. You can see the spinning wheel. This is another instrument being used in India in the medieval period, developed in India. So to spin the thread, spin the cotton and make it a thread is the work of this machine. Then you can see it is a modern arms. I have shown the picture of arms, firearms, guns. I have taken the modern. At that time, this was not the style of the guns. I just took the modern guns. So the guns were also being used during this time. So that is a technological change that has come up. So these technological changes have brought so many changes in Indian society. Some other changes, Food item. New foods and beverages arrived in the subcontinent. Beverages means materials we drink. It includes tea and coffee. Anything that we drink, that's all. New food items, potatoes. Potato is not originally cultivated in India. Corns, chilies, tea and coffee. These new items were brought to the Indian society. When new people came, they brought their ideas, their thinkings, their intellectual capacities, and these kind of things. The positive effect of the human beings and negative effect of those human beings, both were brought into the society of India. So that resulted in economic, political, social and cultural changes. Some of the group of people that emerged in India during this time, or those who tried to get power during this time, they are Rajputs, the warrior group of people from Rajasthan, the Marathas in Maharashtra, the Sikhs in Punjab, the Jats in Haryana, Ahoms and Kaistyas in Central India, tried to become politically important. Politically important means they tried to become rulers, to become kings, capture the areas and tell to the world they are the rulers. So this kind of efforts and new groups emerged during this time. That is what we must understand. During this time, we know poets, intellectuals, such persons had come to India. So those poets or travelers have written about the social situations in India. In 1318, poet Amir Khusru has mentioned some of the important languages being spoken in India. Sindhi, that is on the banks of river Indus, Sindh area. Lahori, in Lahore, that is in present day Pakistan. Kashmiri is spoken in Kashmir. Dwara Samudri in southern Karnataka, that is in Mysore area. You must understand these things were written by a poet in 1318. At that time we were using these languages. Telangani, that's a language used by the people of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Gujari, present day Gujarat. Malbari is written here Tamil Nadu, it's a Kerala and Tamil Nadu coast areas. Malbari was used. Gauri, present day Bengal. Avanti in eastern Uttar Pradesh. In Uttar Pradesh we can say. Hindavi in the area around Delhi. Delhi is our national capital. So all these areas, the people had their own languages. That means there was no common language for all over India. We had different languages. People respected different cultures. That is what we must understand with all these kind of records about different languages. We know Indian society was divided into caste. In Hindi we call it Jadi, or in Indian language we call it Jadi. Prominently there are Shudras, Vaishyas, Kshatriyas and Brahmins. These are the important Jadi divisions in India. These Jadis or the caste members would decide what do they need, what should the members of them do, the rules and regulations of their conduct would be decided by Jadi Panchayat. Jadi Panchayat means the meeting of the elder members of the Jadi, of the caste. So the elders sit and discuss and decide the rules and regulations of them, and every member was bound to obey it. So the caste system that existed there, that is Jadi Panchayat. So all those things in detail we will study in our textbook. Tomorrow we will see the divisions of the society or history textbooks.